And honestly, the one thing is one little change every week. So like improvement every week. So if I don't like the way my lighting look, try to improve the light. But like other than that,
Ah.
not there's this quote that we have written up on our wall with a bunch of other quotes. But continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection.
Oh, I love
And
that.
yeah, and another thing that I always keep in mind is that I sucked at comedy for a long time before I got good. I didn't make a buck off comedy for the first, I'm going to say 4 years, whatever it was. So I try to remind myself that YouTube is a different medium and I'm still very new to it. So if I'm working by the same timeline, I still have like 3.5 years to get good at this thing. So don't overthink it.
Yeah. From our first podcast episode on this podcast, we talked about another quote, the play to win.
Play to win.
Have you been playing to win since then?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. I want to, yes. To answer your question, yes. I don't want to pussyfoot around things or be kind of tepid. Like, I want to be entertaining. I want to be a good interviewer. I want to be funny. So I am a comedian and I want to be a great fucking comedian. So yes, I'm playing to win in that regard. And this has nothing to do with YouTube, but while I'm on the subject, I can't wait to get on stages again because I feel like I'm going to be so much better. I feel like I have so much bubbling inside of me, and I think you will be too. And I think many comedians are feeling this right now. But like to be able to just, whatever's been percolating for this year, to just be able to like get it out there and see what's been on my mind that I haven't even been able to write because I need a stage. I am writing. Well, we talk about this. Sometimes I'm writing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the creative juices, playing to win in that regard, just like remembering that I love comedy and this is the thing I want to do and I'm lucky to do it. So do it with everything I got.
Yeah, when we did that park show last week or whatever it was, the guy texted me after. He's like, "Oh, your friend was great. How do you? Where's he from?" He's like, "I never heard of him." I'm like, "Dude, I'm like, he's been on Conan. He's done all this stuff." He's like, "Oh, no wonder he was so good. He like loved you. He thought
Oh,
you
really?
were great, and you did have a really good set that night." And
For those 8 people. But didn't that feel so fucking good?
fuck, did it feel
You were
good?
great too.
Oh, thanks. It just felt good to do it. And it is like you don't have to feel like these ideas are on the shelf anymore. They're off the shelf. They exist in the real world because I had a good run of writing every day, but you reach a certain point where like, all right, well, now I have this backlog and it's nice to try them all and be like, no, 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 yes, no, 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 no. Lots of no's, but even getting them into the no pile is great.
Yeah, and even just like thinking the joke's done, but getting on stage and realizing there's 2 more levels to it that
Yes.
just come naturally from saying it out loud.
Yeah. Or real.
Man, I love stand-up comedy, man. I really feel like, not to be dramatic, but like I feel like one of my best friends has been taken away from me for the last year. Like for the 11 preceding years, it was all I thought about every day, every night. Like it was comedy. And then I've settled into the life without comedy. I've still been happy and all that, but when it's back in my life every night, oh my God. Oh, man.
Yeah. Put the PlayStation away. It'll be time for leaving the house at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m.
Yeah, what a feeling. Even when we met for that park show, Madge and I were eating dinner and it was 7 o'clock and I was looking at the clock like I used to do every night. And
Yeah.
it was such a good feeling, that nervous, like, oh, I got to go. Beautiful.
Yeah. It's like my whole life has always been going out at night to work. Even when I was in music, it was in studios. Like if I'm at home at night, it doesn't feel natural to me. It's been too long of doing things at night where it's just like, yeah, even just turning on the Netflix, it just doesn't, I'd rather almost watch a movie during the day. Like,
Agreed.
it
The
feels,
nighttime is
it feels
boring.
wrong. Yeah.
Anything I'm doing, I'm like, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I like reading during the day. I mean, I think you nailed something earlier where it's like you should try to be a creator and not a consumer, especially if that's your field. But my consumption, I want to consume during the day. I want to read during the day. I want to watch movies during the day. And at like 3 p.m. onwards is like writing and then going out.
The thing about reading, though, is it's not just pure consumption. You're creating. Things are firing while you're reading, for me at least. Not
Yeah.
as much as firing while I'm watching a movie or scrolling Instagram. Movies, yes, to a certain extent. Instagram, not so much.
Yeah.
Or TikTok, even. I've started getting into TikTok a bit, which has given me a lot of YouTube followers, by the way.
Right. Yeah, that was another thing you mentioned that I've been actually slacking on TikTok and not uh, converting it to YouTube, which I should be doing.
I've been very anti TikTok, vocally anti TikTok, because I just felt like I was too old for it and all these things. And but man, you put your YouTube profile in that bio or your YouTube link in your bio, it gets clicked on.
Do you put the link as here's my page, or do you build the link where it's like you click on the link and it's that link itself is the subscribe?
Ooh, I didn't even think that. It just takes me to the page, but I should take it to the subscribe page.
Yeah. So I started building
Ooh,
I've made a bit.ly, do you use bit.ly?
I do, yeah, but not for that particular link.
So I made a bit.ly link that is you click on it, and the second you click on it, it says, are you sure you want to subscribe?
You sneaky devil, I like
It's
it.
not working, but I mean, like, I'm not at 1,000. It is working, but like, I feel like I feel like even subscribing on YouTube is too many steps. It's like you can get them to the page, and then it's like that's why people in their videos are always like, subscribe here.
Subscribe.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like,
I know. Because, yeah, and it's not on people's mind because they're just consuming like TV or whatever. They're not even thinking about the subscription element.
it's
I know
not
I've
even
never subscribed.
it's not a good word because we're used to it being like subscription, like I have to pay. Like it should just be like my channel. That's like they just need a like my
Add me to
channel.
your algorithm.
Yes, that's all it is. Like my channel. Like I feel
Well,
like
it is bullshit because I use TubeBuddy, which is very helpful to see YouTube metrics and everything. So I compare my page to yours, as I told you.
yeah,
And when I go to your page, you have, what, 250 subscribers or something?
like 220. Yeah,
So I have more subscribers than you, but you have more views.
yeah. It's so weird.
You have more views consistently, like the line graph, and you're always ahead of me. So I'm like, it's not really fair. Well, it's not really a fairness thing, but yeah, like, so you're gonna have to wait. Obviously, not obvious to everybody, but you need 1,000 subscribers to become monetized. So you're gonna have to wait for another 800 subscribers. But is that necessarily fair when you are getting this many views per video? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I I doubt it's done in a way in from YouTube's perspective as fairness because they would make money either way. They're probably just trying to uh, force some sort of legitimacy on it. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
it's all. That's why at the end of the day, and we've talked about this, and Tim Ferriss is a big advocate of this, which is email is still the only social media that you own. Like if you have an email list, that's yours. It can't be changed. They can't de-algorithm it. They can't de-platform you. So while you're building all these other things, build your email address.
that's nice. See, while you're watching Tim Ferriss, I'm watching Steve-O. While you're watching Mr. Warren Buffett, I'm watching Jimmy Buffett. I need to go down your algorithm a little bit, and I've never listened to Tim Ferriss, but I'm actually not true. You recommended the Seinfeld episode with him, and that was very good.